Get ready to unite humankind with the Together We Rule expansion pack. Keep a close eye on your rivals by sending agents such as envoys and spies to infiltrate their empires and collect leverage to make opponents your diplomatic pawns. Build embassies to sign special agreements and subtly force adversaries to take certain actions. Claim your place in the Congress of Humankind and influence world doctrines to sway the international order to your advantage. Choose one of the 6 new cultures with the diplomat affinity to earn fame by gathering leverage and impose powerful demilitarization measures. Soldiers might win wars, but if you want to make history, remember that peace is always an option.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much for stopping by our expansion launch stream today.
Yeah, we're very excited. I guess also a bit nervous because it's the first really big expansion for Humankind.
It's a momentous occasion.
Not quote unquote only cultures, but also new systems, and that is exciting.
Yeah,
also definitely. A bit scary.
Thank you for everybody who's hanging out in the chat, talking about a couple new followers as well. Thank you to all the people joining our community here. We love and appreciate everybody who comes and is a positive part of our community. It's a pleasure to be here and get to share this exciting day with you. Together We Rule is an awesome expansion, and I hope that everybody who has their hands on it enjoys it. Today, we're going to be having a very special stream for you. Stephanie and I, we're not going to be playing today.
Yes.
It's a little bit different than our normal streams. We're going to be having 4 of our devs playing in a multiplayer stream. And I got to tell you all, you're in for a treat. We have some very cool technical feats that we've accomplished here, which is part of the reason why we're a little bit late starting the stream. Forgive us. But basically, we're going to be having 4 perspectives of the 4 players that are playing today. And we're going to be switching in between them, doing a little bit of a sportscasting.
And of course, with this expansion in particular, since we added certain nefarious features, we expect that hopefully there will be some interesting plays going on that, did we tell our devs to not stream snipe?
They're on their honor to not look at each other's screens. They're actually in the same room, so they're just gonna, it's like when you were a kid, you're playing split screen.
Yeah, exactly.
You just don't look. You're not supposed to look, but if
you're not supposed to look, exactly.
Bummer. Hey,
and then you
spies in my territory? What the heck, man?
And then you didn't look, but you won anyway, and then all hell breaks loose. Oh, you looked at my screen.
Exactly. So it's gonna be a fun time. Just as a little heads up, we're actually starting the game with a save file that's a little bit advanced. We want to get right into the action and start showing you all the new features that are coming in the expansion, that are here in the expansion. I feel like I'm still talking about it like it's in the future. It's here. It's today. So keep in mind that we're not starting from the Neolithic, but hopefully that will help jump us right into the action.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting a bit of a jump start right into, I think it was the medieval era.
Yeah. We'll be hopping in Era 3. And basically, that's just because of time constraints. We don't have all day to play Humankind. Well, especially the devs. They got important things.
We'd like to have all day to play Humankind on stream for you, but we don't.
Yeah, so with that in mind, we will be hopping in and starting the game. I think without further ado, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you @ us, that makes it a lot easier to see which messages are y'all just chatting and which messages are actually aimed at us. So keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that our devs, this is basically most of their first times getting their hands on this. Maybe Balthazar a little bit less so. So they're kind of learning the new features along with us. So it's going to be exciting.
They've definitely, played a little bit, but this is definitely their first time, playing it for an audience.
And also playing it in a multiplayer with real people.
Well, I do think they do multiplayer tests, but it's definitely playing a game to test it versus playing a game to show it off are two different experiences.
100%.
I speak from experience there myself, and especially also we'll probably see here that they'll probably have much more hectic mouse movement than we do on stream, because they're not used to the fact that, for the stream to follow what you're doing, you need to do it at a certain sedate speed, or people get confused.
Demonstration mode as opposed to
APMs.
Yeah, exactly. Some StarCraft 200.
But I guess that's why we're here to comment, to work on the APMs.
Yeah. So let's first take a second to go and meet all of our different players. Looks like first up we got Camille. We actually have all 4 of our players in a special Discord server that we got going on. So we're going to hop in and talk to Camille, see how things are going. Hashtag team. I love it.
We're gonna have... Chat is already abandoning our first guest here. That is not acceptable, yes.
Camille, how are you doing? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Excellent.
I can see you're already leveraging your specialty to succeed, I guess, here. Don't kill me, please.
Don't kill me, please. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I already have a master plan. Yeah, exactly. I will survive, I hope.
Well, it looks like you've chosen the Franks. Do you have any strategy that's going on with that?
No, actually, we didn't choose. Okay. But Balthazar chose for
us. So what you're saying is when we interview Balthazar, we will find out that he has deliberately given the strongest cultures to himself.
Maybe. We'll see, I guess. But I don't play often with a Frank, so I think actually it will be interesting. So my grand strategy is basically to not being killed by Victor, who was ominous earlier.
Oh no! Did he give you the pre-game jitters with some intimidation?
Yeah. We just pray and hope.
I think I don't know. I've not joined them for multiplayer tests, but maybe Victor is the kind of dev who just has that reputation. I remember back when I joined, we were working on ES2, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, when you're doing multiplayer tests, don't play against this designer because he's gonna roll you within like the first 20 turns."
No.
I asked him to be nice though, so we'll see if our friendship can continue after that.
Well, maybe I guess while we're with you, maybe could you just give us a little introduction, tell the community a little bit about yourself? I know we've had you as a guest on stream before, but just to remind everybody, and maybe there's some people here that didn't see you last time.
Yeah, sure. So you get my name on the screen, I believe. My name is Camille, and I'm an associate producer on Humankind. I've arrived 1 year ago, so just after the release. And yeah, basically, that's it.
Same time as me.
Yeah, and it's fun. So,
Awesome.
Just chilling.
Well, chat, you can see in the left hand side of the screen, Camille's avatar is there. And I believe all of our avatars are going to be available in the link in chat. If you're interested, you can actually play against all 4 of the devs that we have today. They've uploaded their avatars onto Games Together, and so go in and feel free to download them and see if you can win. But anyways, Camille, thank you very much for chatting with us. Let's move on to our next contestant.
Thank you.
I see chat is having weird conspiracy theories about our players already.
Have we ever seen Jordan and Camille in the same room? Yeah, we have. I feel like that VOD's probably not available anymore, though.
I think it's been a while.
So we probably don't have like hard proof at this point. But it did happen. I swear that it did.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what a replicant would say. But anyway, who's our next player who we talking to?
I think we might be going to Balthazar. We'll just go top to bottom, I guess. Alrighty. Ooh. Looks like Balthazar already is working on his second city, well, an outpost currently.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, I told you, we just had that conversation, right? When Camille was like, oh, we were given the save that, who knows how honest Balthazar was in creating the save.
Yeah, Balthazar, are you up to any shenanigans? Can you hear us, Balthazar?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Cool. Are you up to any shenanigans?
No.
After the game launched,
I am
obviously.
being criticized by everyone because he's the lead designer. He must play so much better. But as a lead designer, I am also able to play to decide when I want to play badly. So I'm trying now to leave as much opportunities as possible to my fellow players.
All right. Well, there was
that sounds exactly like the kind of thing I would say because I know that I'm not good at the game.
Yeah, there was some suspicion going around that since you're the one that created the save file and picked the cultures, that maybe you went with the best.
Yeah, but I think we've dispelled that because he's not the Khmer.
You're not the Khmer. Okay, must not be true. The rumors aren't true. So you gave yourself the Mississippians. Any strategy behind that?
Just just being chill with my. I'm trying to be chill with my circuit mount, hoping to get an embassy working fast with the discount that it will give me when I build it next to it.
That is a good point because the embassy being a district you're supposed to build only once is of course reasonably expensive. Mm-hmm. So getting the 50% discount is probably a good strategy.
Exactly. So yes, since we're playing on fast, I'm trying to get it fast as soon as possible. And then my second strategy is just being neighborly and reaching out to my neighbors.
Yes, the raiders here certainly look very friendly and neighborly.
Very neighborly.
All the while collecting intel on them.
Well, no, actually.
Well, yes.
He's not a diplomatic culture, though.
But you do have an envoy. That's the unit in the
exactly.
red
The envoys
dress.
can collect the intel. The raiders, I don't know. They probably collect war trophies more than intel. I didn't want to be that explicit about it, but yes.
Severed heads. Could you give us like a zoom in on that sacred mound there, Balthazar, when you get a chance?
Yeah,
I'd love to see that baby up close.
Yeah,
that is super nice.
Yeah, so I also like when I can to try to make the cities that I build look like the culture card as much as possible. So I'm staying true to the Mississippian roots and building near the river first.
I like it. It's beautiful.
I mean, obviously you do get bonuses for that as well, so it's just good strategy.
No, it's only for aesthetic purposes,
I mean, I'd argue ideally if the bonus is well designed, the strategy just leads to the good aesthetics.
Exactly.
I like it. Well, good luck in the game, Balthazar. We're gonna hop on over to the next person and say hi.
Yep.
All right, let's take a look at everybody real quick.
I was about to say, I guess speaking of aesthetics, Victor is the next person we'll be talking to, isn't it?
That's a good point. Yeah. I'm just curious to. Okay, never mind. It's all good. All right, Victor, can you hear us? Testing. Victor, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, one. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can.
Yeah, cool. Let's go.
Good.
Excellent. All right, Victor. I see you haven't renamed your city yet. Is there any reason for that?
I'm quite a purist. I don't like to rename my cities.
I see.
Also not using the renovation option then, I guess?
Nope, not really. Not because I started with the Aztec, and I quite like the city center from the Aztecs. So
yeah, we were just
I only keep it this way.
We were actually just talking to Balthazar about the nice aesthetics of the city. He was playing the Mississippians, so slightly different style, but still, very nice aesthetics.
Yeah, still pretty cool.
Well, it looks beautiful. What do you got going on here? It looks like you've got some envoys exploring.
Yeah. Because the envoys are pretty good for exploring since they can like cross borders without having to have a treaty. So
Yeah,
I'll try to send envoys to explore.
It's also really nice they have the same movement as scout riders.
Yeah, sure.
They got very long legs.
Especially on roads.
Yeah.
And also,
And
of course, Victor's also already expanding. So, I guess Balthasar and Victor are the land grabbers among our players.
Yeah.
Something that I've noticed... Oh, go for it, Victor.
Yes, I was saying that I started to do horse riders, scout riders, to just trying to get this land and this one. And so the combo with the envoys is pretty cool. Yeah. I want to try to play with the stealth few units a bit, so see if I can do that.
Yeah, of course. We'll see how spicy the stealth gets once our players have met each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So going forward in this match, what is your overall strategy? Are you going to be a little cheeky, a little aggressive? Are you going to try and make friends?
I don't know. Depends on the land I want to grab, I think.
Depends on how much land is left.
Whether or not I'm friendly to you depends on whether you have land I want. Spoken like a true 4X player.
Yeah, and then whether you annoy me or not, I guess. So,
what constitutes annoying you? What do we have to do to get on your bad side?
Like refuse all my demands.
Oh, okay. So
I mean that's why you collect all of the leverage, and then when they refuse the demands, you just go, "This is an international crisis now. Oops, I have more votes than you."
I know a bunch of dirty secrets.
Too.
Heck yeah. Well, awesome, Victor. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thanks.
I hope you don't have too much trouble grabbing all the land. Oh, goodness. All right, we'll be back around soon.
Cool.
Seems like I might go for hashtag Team Victor. Balthasar seems too friendly.
Abandonment. Already backstabbing.
You gotta have a an aggressor to rally behind, Let's take a second to answer a couple of questions I've seen. So the player avatar, Caecilius, the player avatar in the mid left of the screen, that is the personal player avatar of each of the devs. So if you'd like to play against any of the devs' avatars, and anybody else, a lot of the Amplitude employees actually have their avatars up on Games Together. We'll put the link in the chat so that y'all can download those. But yeah, that's what that is. So we don't have cameras for all of them, but you can imagine based off of their avatar, looks pretty similar to them.
Well, I don't know because I didn't actually look closely at the avatars. I know some Amplitude devs have tried to make it close to themselves, and others are just like, let's go wild. Right,
let's role play. I like that too. I was actually talking to somebody in the community about like creating avatars as like kind of like lookalikes to other people, and I thought that was a really cool idea. And then as well, is the expansion playable yet? That's a really good point that I forgot to mention. The expansion the availability of the expansion should be rolling out as we speak.
Well, given it's been 50 minutes, it should be available now.
Usually, it started rolling out at 4, so it's been about 50 minutes. But sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. But you should start seeing it available, if not now, very soon. So, I know some people already have said that they've started games with it. So
exactly,
it's available for some.
It's just that when the release date happens, sometimes Steam takes a moment to get going.
Yeah,
which
it's natural. I think we're all
natural
familiar
for
with this.
it's Same thing that happens on YouTube or any other website sometimes when it's like, oh yeah, somebody updated something here, now it needs to spread around the world, and that's gonna take a couple of minutes potentially.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, if anybody has any more questions, feel free to add us again. Thank you all Thank you all for being here. Let's hop back in to our multiplayer game. And it looks like Kiara is up next. Let's hop in.
Let's zoom in because I think I see something there that is concerning.
Oh,
she's right next to Balt.
Oh my, neighbors, as it were.
Kiara, can you hear us?
Yeah, she's gonna hop here in a call with us. Kiara, how you doing? Kiara, check 1 2. Marco Polo.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
I can
hear you now.
Great. Thank you. Sorry, I thought I unmuted myself, but I actually muted myself. So
the infamous double mute.
Classic.
Everybody has become intimately familiar with that since in the last 2 and something years.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love your city renaming.
Thank
Stream
you.
City.
Stream City.
Yeah.
But how do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10? How scared are you of the fact that Twitch Town is right next to Balthazar?
I'm actually feeling good. I'd say a solid 7 because he actually sent me a non-aggression pact. So
he wasn't being
good
sarcastic when he said he would like to be friendly.
Yes.
He's trying to not make enemies too early, I think, is how it's going.
No, I think he wants to get on our good side, maybe before backstabbing us. I don't know. I just choose to trust for now.
He's been hanging out with Sergio too much.
Yeah. See, I think I've played a couple of multiplayer games on stream, and the thing that I notice is that as soon as, well, especially in a 4-player game, as soon as 2 people ally, it becomes okay, are the other 2 people going to ally, and it's going to become kind of a 2v2 battle, which, since we have third-party reinforcements, could happen.
And, 2v2 is at least, closer and more tense than when you have 3 players, and, 2 of them just team up on the third, and then not a good time.
And, how could we showcase crisis resolution if there isn't any crisis, right?
Exactly. I mean, we can't have everybody being friendly. That just won't do.
Yes, sure. But for now,
I see,
I mean,
Balthazar's already being friendly by spreading his culture to you as well.
Yes,
the real plan.
Thinking. Yes, but I did settle a bit too close to him. But I needed the horses, so.
So it was a strategic placement.
What happens if I refuse?
It'll cost a little bit of stability, it looks like.
Yep.
Yes, I think I can afford it for now. So yeah.
I didn't actually see which civic it was.
It was the faith one. The faith one. Whether you get bonus culture or bonus faith on your territories.
I see.
Oh no, already.
Balthazar already accusing people of stream sniping.
Priest King Balthazar.
No, I was looking at the grievance notification right behind. So I think we're good for now.
But he forgave. Oh, that's display why he's getting friendly, because forgiving grievances
gives you leverage.
Gives you leverage, exactly.
He's already as a leverage farm.
He's playing the long game.
Yes.
Of becoming the Senate.
I see.
I think he will have to play a very, very long game because I cannot build an embassy for now.
He can't play a very, very long game because we only have an hour left. But
well, he will have to play the medium game then.
Yep. It certainly does have a bit of a feeling now of like, oh yeah, he's just trying to get dirt on everybody, and then
ulterior motives.
He can influence the Congress to unlock the ideology access he wants and pass the laws he wants.
Wow, you are already thinking way more than I am. I'm not. I'm not a hardcore player. I just chill and look for horses, and you're already thinking for me. So thank you for the warning.
Well, I think as long as you have pony power on your side, you'll be fine.
Yes.
With those chariots out there.
Actually, as you can see, the pony power is on the other side. I'll have to build boats if I want more.
Yeah.
So
But also, of course, I just realized, Kira explained the Byzantines, so of course she wants as many horse ranches as possible to power those, what are they called,
yes,
hippodromos for more
exactly.
money. And you and I both agree how good the sweet, sweet money is in Humankind.
I mean, money's really powerful in this game. I mean, I don't know. I feel like money and people, those are my two favorite things to go. One, because with money you can just buy a bunch of things.
Yep.
But then two, with people and money, you can also buy out things with people.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you have people in your city, your mouse can slip.
Accidentally just build that emblematic quarter real quick. I take that civic automatically. Wait, no, it's not a civic. It's a scientific.
It's a research.
research.
But you avoid the one that disables it, does
Exactly. Yes. Oh goodness. We got some new followers as well. Thank you to everybody that's hopping into the Amplitude Studios community. For anybody that's just popping into the stream right now, and you're like, "What's going on, Jordan and Stephanie?" Well, we're having an epic multiplayer game with 4 of our devs. We have kind of a split screen situation going on right now, so we can see all of the perspectives. And we got Camille, Balthazar, Victor, and Kiara. And things are going pretty well. I don't think we've had any conflict yet. Looks like people are mostly just trying to grab some land right now.
Yeah, though I am seeing... I just saw Camille has renamed the city again.
Vault is too slow.
But also I'm seeing a bit of border on one of these screens. So some other people might be meeting soon.
I do see some borders. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we are playing on a bit of a Pangea situation, right?
It looks like a chaotic shaped Pangea.
There's a huge lake in the middle, which is actually some of the most beautiful, generation, I think, of a lake that I've ever seen. I'm always trying to get big lakes in the middle of my continents, but I feel like it never works very well.
I mean, instead you just get the Salt Desert Wonder.
A bunch of salt. Story of my life.
I mean, I was thinking, it's the kind of place you're probably used to.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I did live in Utah for about 5 years, so I'm very used to salt deserts. I feel like I'm somewhere in between, like a super salty gamer who's always like salty about everything, and like a pretty chill gamer who doesn't get tilted. I'm like somewhere in the middle. It depends on what happens. I can get a little tilty depending on
just a little bit tilty.
Just a little tilty, Nothing too serious.
Okay, yeah, no, they actually, looking at the top, they have met already, so...
Oh, good.
There's...
Were those stealth units? I couldn't tell if it was stealth.
No, I don't think there were
two
stealth
units that
units.
were walking right next to each other.
No, I don't think I saw any stealth units so far. Just the envoys.
I like it. Any news on the console version of Humankind? Scion, great question, and I would actually like to take a moment to talk about the console version. The console version had to be delayed, and it is super unfortunate. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people have, kind of maybe suggested that we weren't as sad about the console version not being released as we are. We very much want the console version to come out as soon as possible, and we're doing everything in our power to make sure that it comes out as soon as possible.
But also, we want it to come out in a good state, because on the console version, there's a lot more overhead to releasing updates and patches, so we really want to avoid releasing it in a state where, you're not satisfied with it.
Yeah, we definitely want to make sure that we do things right, and there's also some things that are a little bit out of our hands at this point. So we're just doing our best, and we really appreciate all the support, and because as well, I have seen a lot of support on the socials, people being very understanding, very patient. So we really appreciate that, because we want it just as badly as you do. So as soon as we have news about a new release date, we'll let you know on our social media accounts. We'll tweet about it, and you'll get to know more. So thank you very much for your patience.
And I did just realize we need to maybe give Walter more specific briefing in the future, because none of our players are playing any of the new cultures.
Apparently there was a small because we're not technically playing on the release build right now, and there was something in the dev, because it's like there was something where we couldn't pick the release culture from the first era, but now we will be able to.
Now we'll have the Swiss.
So who's grabbing the Swiss? Kiara is grabbing the Swiss. Yes. Nice. Ooh, look at that fancy outfit. Gotta stay hydrated. Chat, my pin collection is growing. I've got 3 pins on this now. I got the Endless Universe, I got the Hyenas, and we got Company of Heroes 3. So I was like, I don't have a PO box. I was like, send me pins and I'll put them on my water. But yeah, hopefully
I guess you need to make sure we get some Humankind pins.
I was gonna say, yeah, we need a Humankind.
A nice pin of the OK version that somebody made for.
Yeah, I love that emote. So good, so good. Can we get some Humankind OK hands in the chat? But yeah, no, I'm not sure if. I was like, if we have any Humankind pins in the works.
I don't know. So
it's interesting. We'll have to see about that. Hey, let's go. I forgot I have to do it backwards so that they get it mirrored. Thank you, Riding Bull. How are you doing today? I think we'll see more of you.
Yes,
later.
I will actually be joining Riding Bull later. Hopefully on time. Depends entirely on the public transport. For a German stream to show off the DLC.
Yeah, it's going to be super cool. So, are the streams always in German with Riding Bull?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, technically we both speak English, so we can answer a question if it comes to it. But the target audience is German speaking.
Fair enough. I'm the noob here that doesn't speak German, so I was just wondering. I was like, is this the type of stream that I can come to?
It's one of those things where I don't have concrete data on it, but it always feels like strategy games are particularly popular in the German-speaking market.
It feels...
But that might just be because some of the old classic strategy games were made in Germany. Like, the Settlers.
Could be. I mean, the roots run deep.
But anyway, let's see what... Bald has spread far west here, and he's grabbed, like, the Yellowstone, I think.
He's got a very skinny-looking kingdom, though. Oh, 22 food on that harbor. Looks like he's already kind of pumping out the food.
And he's going for the wide strategy, I think, with, like, a lot of individual cities here.
I like it, yeah. City cap of 4, so still room for expansion, and we got some farmers' quarters going down. And on blitz speed, you can really start cooking. You can really start getting stuff out there. Was that a Hamlet?
I think
That's a Hamlet. Ooh, a little too pop for that Hamlet. Ain't no thing, both.
Jordan approves.
Yeah, my name is Jordan, and I approve this message. Build that Hamlet.
Yeah, and he's already made contact with 2 out of 3 of the other players, and he's already working on the spy.
The first spy might come out from Balthazar.
Though honestly, the spy, I'm not sure how you stay inconspicuous with that hat.
I mean, that's a really great question.
I guess if you go somewhere where everybody's wearing that kind of hat.
Yeah. I don't get this joke.
You've never played Mass Effect 2?
I've not. No.
Oh, no.
I played a little bit of Mass Effect.
In Mass Effect 2, you could, negotiate with the stores for like a discount, and they're like, oh yeah, no, because you're so famous, just record this message we can use as an ad. And then you could do that with every store. So you would be walking through, and on every store you walk past, I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store in the city.
Exactly. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, and just a little bit of forced work. Just a little.
Looks like we have a little bit of trading going on here. Looks like Kiara is getting some action, getting some goods and resources. I think it was tea, maybe? No, that's incense. Which is the one with the flower or the like fan looking thing, the frond?
Was that saffron?
Is it saffron? It might be saffron.
I
know the little triangle with the.
There's a couple of luxury resources where I have a really hard time remembering the icons.
There's a lot of icons.
Oh, we have some Roman swordsmen versus some scouts, I guess.
Ooh,
Yes.
I don't think they stand a chance.
Well, luckily it's only swordsmen and not Praetorians.
That's a good point, yeah. So Mazion, yeah. No news on the console yet, but we'll update you all when we know more things. So just wait for an official update. Don't worry, we'll let you know as soon as we can. Alrighty, non-aggression pact between Kiara and Victor's yellow, right? Yeah, yes. Victor's yellow. I need names on both sides. Etienne, can we make that happen?
I mean, the name was
I literally can't remember 4 colors.
The name was right there. You just need to know what his screen name is.
That's a good point. I struggle a little bit. Okay? Zorial. All right. Yes. Victor's Zorial. King and Queen. I'm interested to see how their immersive names change over time, depending on their playstyle. I know what I turn into. Supreme Ruler Jordan.
Yeah, I was about to say, whichever one is the most autocratic, so you can keep sacrificing your people.
I can't stop. I just can't stop. I gotta do what I gotta do, you know? Oh, that's very kind. We appreciate that, but I don't think that's what's going on right now, yeah. So.
Ooh, wait. There's some cheeky forward settling going on here, I think.
Ooh. Oh, but they looks like Camille grabbed that before.
Yeah,
Victor
exactly.
got there.
But it's right on Victor's borders, and
I mean they're just outposts, right? They're just outposts. I think the continent is getting more and more.
It's actually quite close to Camille's starting position, so I guess it was just Victor who had forward settled so aggressively that Camille had no other option, because it's like literally right next to where she started.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Kare Nanyoki.
So let's see.
That's another.
Let's see, if the relationship will be friendly or.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious.
But we already see the envoys being used to scout in the opponent's territory to ignore any close borders.
Can we pop in with Camille and have a little chat? Hey Camille, can you hear us? Gotta wait for her to unmute her mic, probably. Oh. Oh, are you gonna accept the demands to give Mago? Dang, Victor coming in.
That is exactly what I was expecting to happen with that.
Yes, the timing is well thought. Congrats to you.
Yeah, because we were just talking about the fact how much Victor had expanded his territory, so you basically had no choice but to settle on his border.
Yeah, so, so I'll just...
I mean, here's the thing. Does he really want to go to war with you?
He started as the Aztecs. Then I think he picked...
But he didn't get to choose the Aztecs.
Yeah, but then he picked the Maasai, and their emblematic unit is also quite strong.
At the same time, Victor is giving me food in the studio on a regular basis, so
so there's game external bribing going on.
Definitely meta game here.
Oh my goodness.
But I think I'm not annoying anybody.
I guess in this case you're also in a position where you still have room to the east and he doesn't. Is this diplomacy? Yes, diplomacy works. Diplomacy works best through the stomach. No, I mean
because
she does know that that the coast is pretty close because she's been scouting his territory. So
fair enough.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you can see the coast over there already. So she knows he's kind of backed into a corner. But I guess so she, if there's a red border already.
Yeah, so I guess the drama has started.
Yeah, I mean, As long as you grab some intel on him, you can reduce his war support. You got
the
this.
drama starts as soon as somebody grabs the Soviets. And
Oh no,
rolls up
you got
with
starving people though.
Well, I guess we'll see how it reacts. But you've got to do what is fair. You know,
It's not
you can't let
realistic.
the big guys come into your territory and just take
goodness.
things.
Do we have a prediction app?
Prediction for what?
Oh,
No,
I
I
think
noticed
Etienne
that-
had started a poll in Twitch chat for
Okay.
who Twitch chat thinks will win.
Oh, we actually have a. Oh no! I don't think it's a poll. I think it's a prediction because you can see on Chokissimo's message that he predicted on option number 2. I actually really love predictions, but it's hard to get people to gamble their hard-earned channel points, and it's also not available in some countries.
Yeah, which is why the availability, because for some countries
It's considered gambling.
It's considered gambling. Is why I usually tend towards the polls and not the points.
More inclusive for sure. Hey Gigal, welcome in. How was Cringer's stream? I saw you over there. Oh, but you already know that. Thank you for the follow, Tomahawk Games. We appreciate it. So Camille, how are you feeling right now? You got 2 cities and a district.
So sorry, I don't know if you were talking to me, but
Oh yeah. Sorry. I hopped back into. I kind of. I was talking to Chad, and then I went straight back to talking to you. Yeah. So how are you feeling with your current position in the world? Feeling confident? You just chilling?
I mean, I'm definitely just chilling, but I'm kind of afraid that it's gonna.
Yeah,
it's gonna
you can
end
already.
soon.
I guess I would also be kind of afraid seeing the empire there to your west, and then already finding borders to your east.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't know who it is to your east. They might be friendly or not.
Like, Kiara just wanted horses, we were just vibing, and actually, so Victor is here and claiming my territories, and then it's gonna be Balthazar. So, so I was getting comfy, but I guess I'll have to actually be a little serious now. Or at least try, but
Oh,
that was just a fail. Okay.
Oh God. Well. The question is, has she moved on from horses to being interested in cavalry for war purposes?
It's a good question.
I've moved past my horse phase. Now it's knights.
Do you ever really move past your horse phase? Once a horse person, always a horse person. Do we have some secret DMs going on there? Is that what I just spied?
Well, they're not using the whisper feature. They're very public secret DMs where everybody can read them.
No.
That was just a taste.
I love definitely no dirty secrets over here.
No, like, my empire is really clean. No political scandal, really. It's like, we're so ethical. Don't come. It's fine.
No leverage to be gained here.
No, really, no intel. It's fine. It's fine.
I like the new UI in the top right. Any other UI differences? Well, as you can see, Camille, can you make that top bar minimize for us? That's another one of the UI changes. So you can use that little button, get a little bit of your screen back, which is pretty nice. And then, of course, there's the Stealth tab on the bottom left and the Congress of Humankind tab.
Yep. Though the Stealth tab, I guess we'll get more into with somebody who's actually using stealth units right now.
Yeah, definitely. There's a little toggle switch at the top, which is all detection and exclude your detection. So if you have units that have detection on them, it'll show up as in that territory there will be detection, but if you toggle off the little switch, it'll switch to just what the other people have, which at this point nobody has it.
Yeah, exactly. At this point is nothing, because in Era 3 the first stealth units unlock, so everything built before doesn't have detection by default.
Yeah. But yeah, instead of saboteurs, they've been renamed to prowlers. So it's a little bit of a different unit.
And of course, there's the spy.
The spy.
Oh, somebody already moved.
Yeah.
Right. We had seen somebody had moved to Era 4, and now everybody is met. We have the Congress now.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
it's gonna be drama.
Autocrat Balthazar
Oh,
of
no.
the Ottomans.
Of course.
Oh,
Already an autocrat.
Also, he's the Ottomans. Didn't he say something about being peaceful? Is that why he picks the culture with 50% discount on heavy weapons and +3 strength on heavy weapons?
Great question.
To be fair, he also
Let's switch
said
to
that-
Balthazar, maybe, and talk to him about his plans there.
Welcome in, Dr. Kane, by the way. Good to have you here in the stream.
I reached my objective.
Excellent.
You say just as we tune in and are talking about you having picked the Ottomans.
Yes, but that was only so I could found the Congress of Humankind.
Yes,
which is
it has absolutely nothing to do with the heavy weapons bonus.
no,
You know,
it's-
what was that?
I also did for
talk
the
softly
religious
and carry a
bonuses,
big artillery piece or something like that.
Yes, speak softly.
Look, I think my religion is doing fine, so why not push that particular bonus forward and not other
guess.
bonuses?
So you've already made suggested a law in the Congress then?
I am about to. I'm just waiting for Victor to come back so I can utter the words.
But yeah, if you, I'm curious to see. Oh, wonderful! He's the only person who has any leverage.
Oh,
This is
no.
gonna be a one-sided vote. we knew your plan was to become the Senate.
Yes. I am the Senate, but I hope that won't last. As for now, I will just vote so that everyone conforms to my worldview, which is that trade does not help you to find science faster. There we go.
It's unanimous. Some
Well,
people
I mean,
call this
there's 6 turns. No, wait, I don't remember when the leverage for the vote is locked in. Can they still gather leverage before they vote?
They can still gather leverage.
They might,
Yeah,
be
it's
able
6
to-
turns.
I am actually giving them an advantage by voting now because I have
You're
locked
showing
in my
your
vote.
hand.
Exactly. But
Um,
they can still make leverage and sway if they
Yeah,
if they have
I was about to say
crisis
this
going
is
on.
this is where they could start metagaming and oh wait, I'm gonna forward settle you, then you can collect the leverage from the grievance so that we can outvote Balthazar.
Because I know there are some grievances going on here. I mean, people haven't been friendly, obviously.
you have a lot of grievances happening.
Exactly, with Balthazar's view, there's actually a lot of intel lying around here that we weren't seeing before.
Well,
Yes,
And
because
he's going to grab even more.
I think you might need it against Victor. Victor seems to be moving,
What you think?
making
No.
moves.
Yeah, Kiara saying that I can't vote yet. Yeah, I feel our other players are. I think the correct word would be disenfranchised.
Yes, but
They have
this
no
is
voting
totally
power.
not. I'm not totally not building for a takeover somewhere where there's iron and saltpeter.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
So, as per tradition on Stream Balthazar, we love to name our religions, and I see that yours still is, lacking a special name.
Oh, you're right. Let's just.
What might you name your religion?
There we go.
Okay,
I feel like that's probably some Argentinian thing.
I was like, that's gotta be some like Spanish joke or something.
No, it is a football club. It is my football club, the one that is from Buenos Aires where I lived, and it is a. I mean, some people would argue that it is the greatest football club in the world.
In the world. I guess
it's-
I'm ignorant because I haven't heard of it.
Well, you can
football.
still convert to Boca Juniors if you want.
Whichever football club you find, the fans will say it's the greatest football club in the world.
Exactly.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know about this. I think the conversion process is several turns away from happening for me, but there's a chance.
Well, that's
may be a
that's
bit-
you know that's because the soccer fans would say, you're an American. Your football is heresy
I
because
mean-
it's not actually football.
I don't play American football. I'm too small. I'm way too small for that. I played soccer. Well, technically I played football, American football, for a year, and I played as a safety, which if anybody knows different football positions, you're essentially way in the back on defense, and you're there like in case anybody gets past all the other people. So it's
So you're
handy.
just trusting everybody else to play better than you.
Yeah, I remember one fateful play, and there was, I mean, I was like, what, like, I don't know, 11 years old when I played American football, and I'm still not huge, but I was really not huge back then. And I just got bowled over by this enormous kid. And I remember just being like, I don't think this is a sport for me.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is you don't have to actually practice the sport to be part of the Boca Juniors religion. So
Yes.
there's still a chance, you know.
You know that I'm sure they have plenty of idols of worship, I guess, that you can wear to
There are
broadcast your
plenty,
faith.
Maybe what you need to do is just build some more religious sites closer to us, and then I'll be converted to Boca Juniors.
Yeah, but that's complicated because then there's a lot of religious competition in other cities and even countries, so it's a very localized religion. You know?
That's true. I think if I had to pick one, it would be Barca, but that's just because I lived in Barcelona for like 3.5 years.
Yeah, but you know when he typed in the name, I immediately knew, oh, this is gonna be a sports thing. I just wasn't sure if it was gonna be football.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, Kane.
And I could say obviously, you know, there's a religion name that has a long tradition that a lot of Civ players will understand. It was, what was it? Denouncing Venice.
He's gonna counter. Oh, I was about to say, but you hovered over counter for so long.
Because you know there was a series of sketches about Civ on YouTube where they were always like the religion was denouncing Venice because nobody in the game liked Venice.
I see. All right, we got the quad view up here again. It's just so cool to be able to see all 4 views.
Yep.
Hopefully at home you're not looking at this on your phone or something like that because it might be kind of small.
Yep. But it's also, you know, looking at this, I think there's like 2 players who have a chance to really, you know, accelerate their snowball here.
Yeah, well, interestingly
Well,
enough,
actually-
Camille
actually
has
3,
a lot
I
of
guess.
land to the east that I don't know if she knows about.
It might be difficult to get to because you can see there's like a big cliff.
Well, I mean, she does know about it.
Yeah, no,
She's
but I
looking at the
mean,
map.
from if you look at like nothing here, I swear, it's like, you know, the giant cliff cutting across the territory. So she probably has to walk up through Balthasar's area to get there, or maybe, you know, sail across that bay.
Rugby and Humankind win. What? How would you
I can
incorporate
see, you know,
sports into a
Balthasar
4X
already
game?
there renouncing more grievances to get even more leverage.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's, you know, spreading your religion and your culture is very useful now to generate leverage.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
you can be like, oh, you're oppressing my
Ooh, a
faithful, but I
demand.
forgive you.
Give Musica.
Yeah, that's what I was joking about earlier with the territory with the saltpeter and the iron.
Victor sees these demands
And he's
and
already, he seems
he's
to be
thinking
unsure.
about it. He's like, that's my copper and iron though.
But also, it's kind of out of the way.
It's true. What's up, Kinrail? Hey, thank you very much for all of the new follows. Kozrek and Emerald Prairie Dog. Welcome into the Amplitude Studios community. Thank you all for being here.
Huh, well, you know, I see
Those
why.
are some really long science timers, especially for
I think it's
blips.
just part of, well, Balthasar said we're only on fast, but I think it's also part of the safe setup was mostly get to era 3 and they didn't prepare like, oh, we need to have a
bunch of
dedicated
research
research
quarters
quarters to make the science quicker, which is, you know, why I was saying, you know, we need to make sure that the brief is detailed enough that the research flows quickly enough to actually show off all of the features. But I was just about to say, actually, Victor is close to getting the gunpowder units there. So with a little bit of effort, we could get to see the Spy Masters in action.
Excellent.
Because those are in Era 4.
And I believe Balthazar already made a couple of spies.
Yeah,
I saw two
the
in
normal
queue.
spies, but I meant like the Spy Masters,
Master.
because they have extra abilities that the normal spies don't
So
have.
let's talk about the spies, actually. And if possible, maybe we could pop over to Balthazar and see if he's looking at any of his spies.
I think he was the only person who was using spies at the moment.
Yeah, he's got an envoy right there, but I believe he has a couple of spies.
He has a couple of spies somewhere, I think.
I'm not sure. Maybe he'll mouse over... Oh, there's a stealth unit.
There's a stealth unit.
As you
over
can see,
there.
the UI shows you the stealth health, if you will. The amount of stealth you have left as a secondary bar, a yellow bar. Thank you very much for the follow, Elena.
And this bar will deplete if you're in enemy territory where there's detection. That detection can come from a variety of things. There's certain infrastructures that give your garrisons detection. I think some units have detection, like I think cavalry of the later eras has detection because they're used for scouting. Some emblematic units do. Of course, the agents themselves have detection because what's better to stop a spy than another spy?
Spies spying on spies.
Spy versus spy, the old Mad TV cartoon.
Oh, I was thinking TF2.
Well, that as well, but no, I have like those two, the black and the white spy with the pointy nose.
Ah, yeah. No, yeah, I know that, yeah.
And then of course later on, airplanes help a lot with detection, and I think the satellites also give you a boost.
Yep.
But I don't remember how much. And then, you have a certain allotment. It takes down by how much detection there is in the territory, and then you need to go back to your land to recover it. So you can't just, unless there's literally zero detection, you can't just hang around forever. But if we look at the stealth map here,
yeah, Balth could be
Balth could be hanging out anywhere, and they'd be none the wiser.
They can't find his units. Thank you very much for the follow, Mr. Participation. Sorry to hear that your internet's not working, Dr. Kane. Did the rename religion reward went through? Technically, I could cancel it for you. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get anybody to rename their religion on this multiplayer stream.
Yep.
But if you would desire, next stream where we're playing, we'll definitely name it Paisandu.
Yep.
Whatever
Also,
that is.
because I just saw Kiara actually asking in-game chat whether leverage curiosities disappear, so we can mention that quickly. I guess there's two potential reasons for a leverage curiosity you're seeing to disappear. If the grievance is renounced, that removes the leverage it spawned. But also, obviously, as we were just talking about Balthazar having the complete spy dominance, it could have just been Balthazar picking it up with a spy, and that looks like it disappears.
That's a good point, yeah. But yeah, if it's resolved or renounced...
Ooh, international crisis. They escalated it.
All right, our first international crisis. Can we get everybody
I
here?
don't know if that was the best idea to escalate it. Because, the voting power is a little lopsided.
Yeah, that's
so I
fair
guess,
enough.
can we get Victor and Balt for that?
Is it regarding just them two?
It's just, well, everybody gets to vote. But nobody else has actual votes.
Fair enough. Can we get everybody in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, what's happening?
Well, apparently some stealth activity.
We got some stealth activity going on.
Hello again.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
So do we have everybody here or just a few people?
I'm here.
Because we were just looking at the fact that there's an international crisis, a little bit of a territorial dispute, and we're slightly worried about Balthazar's unlimited voting power.
I have been wrong.
We can barely hear you.
I think we're hearing Balthazar through someone else's microphone.
Sounds like it.
Very good. That's better.
Okay,
I was
yes.
muted.
Because looking at this, we were thinking.
Retribution.
Yeah, we were thinking. Were you the one who has escalated this, or?
I mean, I wouldn't have escalated if Victor had agreed with my demands.
Yeah,
but now I feel forced to
just making
this.
sure if it was a deliberate escalation on your part, or if it was just somebody misjudging how much voting power you had.
No. But I do see the representatives from Victor trying to make their point heard. However, I must respectfully disagree.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, and I know that Chiara and Camille agree with me as well because their silence agrees with me. So
yes, because their silence, because their ballot has absolutely not been misplaced or anything with that big fat zero next to their voting power there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We have no voting power, so I wouldn't say that the silence is what gave it away. It's just that we don't have any leverage or
It's like
anything.
somebody locked the Congress room before the delegates appeared or something.
It's like, oh, that's weird. It's just us two. It's just you and me.
Yeah, I imagine our Discord will have so many Emperor Palpatine memes on it in the coming weeks.
I was posting Emperor Palpatine memes on Twitter just before the stream.
So I will hope that in 2 turns, Victor will see the right way to go about this.
I don't. Well, I guess.
Or not?
I guess technically he could say, "No, I disagree with this vote," and start an unsanctioned war. But
can I just say, why, like, Chiara and I are the only women, and we cannot vote.
It does look. I didn't want.
It's a bad look.
I didn't want to mention it, but yes, it is a very bad look.
Y'all,
a bad look on you, but
y'all better pick up some more leverage or something.
Well, you know, telling a woman that she needs leverage to be heard doesn't make it any better.
I know, but it's like it's a game. It's a game.
No, for games in general are very. Please do not take what I just said out of context because it will be awful.
Oh, what is the third city over there that we got? We got Stream City, Twitchville.
Oh yeah,
and
Multiplayerville.
Multiplayerville. Okay, Twitch Town. Excuse me. And Multiplayerville. I love it. Oh goodness. So it looks like the remaining land is kind of drying up a little bit.
Yes, it's going to be crowded.
Still got a little chunk there, kind of in between. Well, except for Victor, in between the 3 of you over there. Victor, are you feeling the pressure?
Yeah, you can hear me or? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm quite feeling the pressure, and I'm quite a bit pissed off by this situation. I won't lie.
Yeah, I was going to say the pressure he feels is about equivalent to 30 votes.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like you're getting strong-armed into giving off that delicious territory with that iron and copper.
But you know, who knows? We haven't seen the full power of Victor's military. Maybe he has like a whole army standing around somewhere and is ready to just actually roll over Baltasar's defenses if it comes to it.
Maybe. Hey Victor, if you can hear us, I think your signal is
you're breaking
getting
up
a little cut off.
Really?
Just a little bit.
Wanna give it? So
we can hear you a little bit better now.
We'll see.
Maybe there's spies in your cities running interference.
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if you. Okay, if you, I'll. Okay, so.
Are you in a tunnel?
I'll try it. No, I'm in a playtest room.
You're playing on your phone in the metro.
I'm
Steam
just
Deck.
debating. There's the
Steam Deck.
Yeah, he has a delay, so it's actually really fun because he was answering himself. But so he can hear me, and we'll just close the Congress for now, and resume our work.
Balthazar is closing the Congress. well.
Oh shoot! Did I leak that?
Also, note that it was said by one of our producers.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see whether or not Victor decides to disagree with the Congress.
Negotiations were short. The amount of Star Wars memes that there's gonna be
Oh yes, so many Star Wars memes.
Master, you were right. The negotiations were short. Thank you very much for the follow, Big.
Nobody has invested in any of the doctrinal access yet.
Yeetus, I was just mostly focusing on some questions that we were getting over here on Twitch. Also, we already answered the question about consoles like 3 times this stream, so I don't want to make it all about consoles, but we'll let you know when we have more news. But the bribe action, good question, Daniel. The bribe action is actually something that we could talk about a little bit.
Yes.
In
theory, you can spend some of your leverage to get a big boost to your leverage. So you're expending your immediate voting power, your long-term voting power, because you've lost some leverage, to get an immediate boost to push something through. Obviously, when there's only 2 people and the other person is disagreeing with you, it's going to be difficult to actually sway it when it's this different. I don't think the bribe would have saved Victor there.
No, I don't think so. And no worries, Edis. But yeah, the bribe function works in that instance, but it also works with minor civilizations as well.
Different type of bribe, but
yes. Yes, I'm not sure which bribe you're talking about, Daniel, but
actually, thinking about it, the map might have been a bit too crowded.
To have minor civilizations.
There's no space left for minor civs, so we can't really show the minor civs. But
yeah, but we'll be playing more of the game tomorrow,
exactly.
And we'll continue to stream it in the weeks to come. So we'll continue to cover a lot of these.
Yeah. Balt with even more voting power, I guess.
Oh no,
but yet for the bribe for minor factions, just as before, there's actions to bribe them or to praise them by using influence. Except now you don't just click the button, get growth per turn, and it's instant spending. It's per turn spending, so you can regulate how much you want to spend this turn, but you can't stack up like plus 20 per turn or something. The most you get is, I think, plus 6. But anyway, and if you push them far enough, now instead of assimilate, you can also client state them, where they stay kind of independent, but you get some money from them, some science, etc., etc. And if you have the expansion with the Congress, they give you, I think they count as 50 international sway. So, if a minor people spawned and Victor could quickly get it under their sway, then he could outvote Balt with that 50 sway. But as we just said, it seems to be a bit too crowded, and the independent people aren't spawning.
Yeah, no worries.
Balt going on a demand spree. Oh, and then diplomatic ultimatum. Oh boy.
Can't wait to get back from my class today and hop on Divino Man. Good luck. Good luck focusing in class.
General, they're like, I'm here for Balthasar's soft imperialism.
Soft. It's just gentle imperialism. Hyped to play the DLC? Heck yeah.
Balthas just showing up being like, do you have a flag? No? Then this is my country now, and I am forcing it with this dirt on you that I have found.
Just nipped back from starting up my own game, and it seems like my AA avatars from challenges and Twitch have both disappeared.
You need to make sure that you're logged into G2G.
Yeah,
because it might have the update might have logged you out.
But Arcalis suggested that already. Well, why are we here? We got great community members that are helping everybody out. It's awesome to see it.
Well, let's.
Heck yeah, Tomahawk. I do my best. There's a lot of DMs on a lot of different social media platforms. I cover all of them.
Oh yeah, it's what Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Already the next international.
Oh no, what's happening?
We have multiple
more cities.
Balthasar is all like, I'm gonna use the heck out of this international crisis system while I am the Senate. Like,
support yourself, why not?
Everything that starts is an international crisis. But hey, we have a third voter now.
Oh, heck yeah.
The voting power is small, but
I have a feeling like this is gonna come back to bite Balthazar in the butt here a little bit.
Yeah, it might be that the others then start, teaming up.
He might be in a 3v1 Mario Party situation.
We've all been there.
We've all been there, and when it's the end of the turn and it's deciding the mini game, and it goes do 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 do, and it's like a 1v3, and you're like, oh snap!
No, I was thinking more of like, oh, you've taken the lead a little bit, and then the next mini game starts, and suddenly all the other players just look at each other, and then it's like, yep, we're gonna make this mini game impossible for you to win.
It's pretty easy to troll people in that game.
I mean, the game itself trolls the players pretty hard.
Yeah.
At least what I remember, but I have to say, I didn't play Mario Party since the first one. So
yeah, there's a lot of party games that have very little to do with skill. Who wins is quite...
But yeah, like Balthazar is really... this is a perfectly balanced Senate with no exploits.
So he didn't get the city yet.
The vote is still going, I think.
Is it still...
One more turn.
One more turn, okay. Oh, okay.
They're throwing in all the votes they have, and it's not enough.
This game is now officially more effective at destroying friendships than Risk.
Ooh.
Now that's a claim.
Well, I mean, as far as destroying friendships is concerned, there have been much more destructive games coming out since Risk.
Yeah. I remember a game of Risk when I was a kid where my father would always kind of... I don't know. He had a lot of good strategies, and we were kids. And I remember my sister, it got so bad one time, and he would try and like not completely eliminate us, but one game he like just wiped my sister out of the game. And I remember it got so bad she threw dice at him.
I was about to say, essential parenting skill, know when to lose in a way that is subtle enough that your kid doesn't pick up on it.
Yeah, it was funny. My dad's great. He he always wins in all the board games. No mercy. Oh goodness.
Yeah, now Victor will need to make a choice.
Okay. Well,
he won't be able to end the turn without agreeing or disagreeing to that. Nope. Already getting the civics osmosis. I guess that might actually be from the other vote that started, that
Could
just
be.
finished. That's quite the construction queue.
I was about to say we got a long construction queue over here with Victor.
But he's definitely pulled in some units into that queue because he's preparing for the worst.
Can we hop in a call with Victor real quick? See how he's feeling about this injustice?
Come here in chat already. I'm beginning to worry about Balthazar's sway. Yeah, way ahead of you there, Camille.
Never played the board game though. Well, it's an experience. It's an experience for sure. What's up, Ulf? How's it going today? Victor, can you hear us?
Yeah,
Excellent.
sure.
All right, talk to us.
Is it still laggy or?
I think we can hear you.
Yes.
Tell us about your
Okay,
plans.
cool.
Because we were just seeing that we think the crisis vote has just ended, so you will have to make your choice.
Yeah. Can you hear me or?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. The crisis vote ended, and I had a huge penalty in money if I was right or not. And yeah, I'm a bit in a difficult position right now, so I'm gonna try to just get support on my back, if I say so, and try to see what I can do.
So, are you going to accept the results of this vote, or are you going to declare the unsanctioned war?
I'm probably absolutely not gonna accept.
Now
I think what we've learned here is that Victor is actually a robot.
I mean, how else do you explain the consistent output of great art for the game?
That's because he's a machine. Victor's a machine.
And
Hey, Victor, no worries. Just go over to Balthazar's computer, accidentally lean on his keyboard and delete some of his cities, but then use his microphone real quick, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we suddenly hear fighting noises, then we know, things have escalated. Cut the stream.
Cartoon kick punch noises.
Definitely modern city.
We're doing great, Ulf. We're doing great. It was a big update. How many gigs was the update for the expansion?
Really,
or maybe you're doing the free update. I'm not sure.
Well, there's no difference. It's all bundled in the same
update.
Okay.
It just gives you access to it. Fair enough.
And because, if you play in multiplayer and the host has the DLC, you get to play with it. So obviously you will need to have the data or it will not be able to work.
Well, you could technically download the package.
Yeah, but imagine how frustrating that is for let me join your multiplayer game. Oh, it says it needs to download the update. We can play in 2 hours.
I mean, it's a pretty it's not like Minecraft or something like that where you go to a server and you can download the servers
and it's super quick, exactly.
Or whatever.
And so yeah, but yeah, I think because it changes core game system, it probably is some of the biggest asset bundles. So it's several gigabytes download and then it unzips them and then suddenly it's 3 times as big.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I'm impressed really by how much bigger the install size of the files is compared to the download size. That is some really good compression.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm super spoiled as far as internet goes because I've got an M.2 drive and over 400 megabytes per second. So most things take me about a couple minutes at most.
I grew up with the experience of, you want to play this game in multiplayer with me? Yeah, sure, tomorrow. I'll need to use the whole night to download it.
Yeah, download it overnight or something like that. What's up, Hyperventilator? When I was younger, I played a lot of board game Risk, but as a kid, I was a sour loser. Yeah, I get that. I wasn't very good. I just turtled on Australia. Yeah, all of Australia.
So we're just making the game hard for everybody else.
Oh yeah, I don't care if I'm winning. I just want to make everyone else not win. JPRS 007. How do you get leverage? I popped into a game and I didn't encounter a single one as the Sumerians. So leverages is what we're calling them, are generated when there are grievances. So if you don't have any grievances, then there's no leverages that spawn.
It doesn't have to be grievances specifically against you. It can also be grievances between 2 other players. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely not something that you cause. So if you trespass on somebody else's territory, you won't be able to pick grievances because, you're the one who misbehaved. So the dirt would be on yourself. That's not terribly useful.
No, yeah. So
but if somebody else trespasses on your territory, for example,
my goodness, we have a war.
So yes, Victor was saying through breaking up that he was not going to accept the results of this international crisis.
I don't blame them.
I don't blame him. But yeah.
We've got some 2 crises going on.
Yeah, no, as I was saying, Balthazar is definitely using the international crisis as much as he can. He's renouncing what he doesn't need, then he makes his demands, and when they refuse, he just escalates it and just outvotes them. he is very Palpatining it.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's also another good point is that you can generate leverage by renouncing demands that you could impose, renouncing grievances that you could demand.
Yeah, but that stops you from actually picking it up on the map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have to give it up, but you do generate 5 leverage. Take care, Tomahawk. Good luck. Hey, Rob Zig. We're doing well. How are we doing, Stephanie?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
Just thinking about, we have a couple of minutes left in stream and then I will need to leave very quickly and rush home so that I can get on the next stream that I will be on.
Yeah.
I have a pretty tight schedule today.
It's going to be a close one. But hopefully everything goes well with Riding Bull.
Yep. Usually it does. It's just because, calling in remotely, the experience of, oh no, I need to nudge up your volume. No, I need to nudge down your volume until you finally have it right.
Audio levels are a little tough to figure out, that's for sure.
Oh, Maggie. And the next one.
Oh no, what international crises?
Balthazar, maybe he has miscalculated and soon he's going to be at war with everybody. And Camille seems to be doing rather well actually. If you look at the banner, that's like the silver chevron, so second place in fame.
Very nice.
So she may be in a position to resist the autocratic expansion of Balthazar.
I've never ever noticed that at the bottom of the actual banner there's a color difference.
Yes,
between
exactly. For the first 3 places.
Wow. How many other people didn't realize that subtle aspect of the UI? I didn't know that. Yeah. And see, our producers over here I didn't know that.
UI
it's the details, ladies and gentlemen. It's the details. Thank you very much for the follow, Kenyon. How do envoys work? Great question. Let's go over a little bit of the envoys. So envoys are a special unit that don't have to follow the same border restrictions as other units. So basically you can cross over any units, any borders, any territories, and they're useful for picking up leverage. So unless you're playing one of the cultures that is a diplomatic affinity, you can't pick up leverage with regular units. You'll have to construct an envoy and then send that envoy over to where the grievances are being generated to have them pick them up. And as you can see on the map, the things that look like a little pawn from chess, those are the actual leverage icons. And so, yeah, the envoys are great for that, gaining vision.
But there's
there's also the influence.
Exactly. There's 2 other ways to use them. You can put them in an opponent's city, and then you get 10% of that city's influence output. But the city itself also gets or maybe it's applied on the player level, but the other player also gets the 10%. I don't remember if it's applied on the city or at the empire, but they get bonus influence. Or you stick them with independent people, and then it gives you a patronage so that you can get better treaties with them.
Yeah, so I had a question when I was playing beforehand.
This is with the Swiss, it's quite the standoff. One person is like, hey, break your alliance with Balthazar, and the other person is like, hey, surrender to Balthazar.
Oh no. But I had a question. Do you just have to be in the territory or within the walls of the city to gain the bonus?
In the territory, I think.
Oh, just in the territory.
It's just in the territory. But also, I saw, people have been collecting some more leverage. Now, if they were united, they could outvote Balthazar. I think he's benefiting from the division.
Yeah.
Because there was one person who had he had 115, another person had 60, and I think I saw somebody with 30 or something.
Kiara's generating some leverage over here.
Yeah. Exactly. We can see 25, 55, 60, so together 140. They could outvote him if they were united. But I don't think they are. Especially since one of them is allied to Balthazar. I don't think
Is it Kiara that's allied?
I think it might be Kiara, yes.
I know early on Kiara was kind of getting a little chummy.
Yep. And but she's the Swiss.
Take
she's
care,
just
Dr.
being
Kane.
neutral. But yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. All right, Kiara, how's it going?
Not so good. I think we are all at war. It's 2v2. It looks like
we were just speculating on whether you're trying to maintain neutrality as the Swiss, or if you're actually being an ally to Balthazar, because we saw, I don't remember if it was with Victor or with Camille, you had opposing grievances of break your alliance and surrender to my ally.
Yes, unfortunately, I cannot maintain my neutrality. I mean, Balthazar is my trade partner, so I rely on him, and he's my neighbor, so it's difficult for me to...
I can't stay neutral in this war because they are my trade partner. Sounds awfully real to what happened in history a lot.
I mean...
Yeah.
Games are a semblance of reality, I think, in some cases.
And he has adjacent territories with me, so he's kind of like my people. He's relatable. I know him. Whereas the other two, they are on the other side of the world. I barely know them, so it's easier for me to just go at war.
Also, we're pretty sure that he aggressively spread his religion into your territory early on.
Yeah.
What does the religion look like right now, Kiara?
Let's see. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Interesting. So there's two major religions. We have
Mhm.
the Boca Juniors and
Well, we still have some Frankish shamanism and some Aztec polytheism, I think.
Yeah, but
I
they're
mean,
struggling.
yeah, Frankish
struggling.
shamanism is on its way
It's
out.
definitely
It's out
the
of style.
soccer team has definitely won.
Mhm. So
Another thing is,
yeah.
some of the territories are actually converting to the shamanism, but I would think they'll be quickly overwhelmed afterward.
Mhm.
And what about the culture? Have your cultures all territories all adopted his culture, or no?
Oh,
The
interesting.
Swiss are still maintaining their culture at
Quite
least.
resilient.
Yeah.
Camille already. Oh, I'm that close to surrender. She wants none of this aggressive stuff. She just wants to chill and build her city. I can
Yeah.
relate.
So, what's your strategy here, Kiara? Are we looking for a second place victory?
No. As you can see, I'm dead last. So.
But the first two are actually, that was like what, 3050 and 3180. That's pretty close.
Yeah. They are far ahead of us, but they are very close to each other. So yeah.
But I guess, if Balthazar wins, you win by proxy because you're his ally. So.
Yeah, sure. If I don't get exterminated from the game, I guess it's a victory in itself.
I mean, I think at this point the aggression will be towards Balthazar. I think the real question is how involved are you going to get in a war against the other two?
I guess I will do what is necessary to at least defend my territory,
Well,
and
I
I
mean,
see if
You're the Swiss, so obviously the way to get involved is just sign the agreement with Balthazar so that he can build your emblematic unit. And then you're washing your hands and being like, oh, I'm neutral. What do you mean those guards were Swiss? I don't know what you're talking about. They're mercenaries.
Yes, exactly.
The
And
Reislaufers?
Reisläufer.
Läufer.
I still haven't built them, so they are not militarized enough to deal with this. I'm still struggling with science and money, so I guess I'll just do whatever it takes to survive, but I'm not very confident.
All right. Well, we'll be watching your progress with anticipation.
Well, I think...
Oh, it's getting quite close to the end of the stream as well.
We're confident you can survive 2 more minutes.
Oh, yes, sure. I think I can hold on for that long.
Then.
Well,
my grievance is Balt is mean.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Balthasar was definitely playing up the whole I am the Senate approach in this, I think.
Yes. I enjoyed it.
But yeah, we probably need to, think about starting to wrap up.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately, with the technical difficulties, we got a little bit of a late start, and but I think it's been very interesting to see the interactions. So thank you. Well, could we hop in a call with everybody before? Because I like to speak to everyone if possible. All right, can everybody hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Anyways, we are coming to a little bit of a close on our time here today, but I just wanted to give a huge shout out to all of you. As I mentioned before, if anybody wants to play against your avatars, the leak, we'll put it in chat. But thank you all for taking time away from your busy schedules to hop on here and be our little guinea pigs, I guess, in this 4-player diplomacy game. So thank you very much.
And
thank you.
We'll just have to end on a cliffhanger on whether
Victor saved by the bell.
Yes, on whether Victor managed to resist the soft expansion.
The soft imperialism
of
as
Balthazar.
Soft as a gauntlet wrapped in velvet.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. Does anybody have any final words? Can we get some final words from everybody? Kami, what do you have to say?
I'm still just chilling, despite Balthazar being incredibly mean and unfair, I'm staying true to myself. So I'm considering myself the true winner tonight. So
I mean,
cool.
we were looking at it earlier, and you're pretty close to him.
Yeah.
You've played pretty quite well.
Yeah, and
I'd say shots fired. Oh, I love it. All right, thank you, Camille. Balthazar, do you have any retorts, any rebuttals you'd like to?
Yes, I declared 0 wars. I am the victim here. Everyone has refused to be cooperative, and I am being bullied by everyone here.
Yeah, super unreasonable.
Let the records show. Also, I was so close of Victor is looking at my screen. I was this close of just getting the gunpowder and mopping the floor with you. Yeah, I saw it. And actually, you fell for my trap. I was getting the iron behind your back.
Oh my goodness! It looks like he's siphoning it right now. Can you zoom in on that? Balthazar, could you zoom in on that siphoning?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's your only source of iron right now, is it?
It's actually my second one. So yeah, it's my only source of iron. I was bullying Chiara on the other side to just get that, feed her ally with some sweet resources. But no, but the actual goal was to like lure you away from here, so I could get iron, and it was working. But yeah, the clock was ticking as well.
Oh, well.
Excellent.
Anyway, we'll probably not see you on a multiplayer stream again too soon, because you'll probably be very busy after the launch. But we'll see chat in another stream quite soon.
The fun begins now, basically. But you thank everyone for being here. I leave Chiara some remarks as well.
Yeah, we got Victor, and Chiara, I think, left.
But
just
I'm afraid
you gotta go.
Yeah, exactly.
Stephanie?
I gotta go, so I'll need to leave you all.
Yeah,
with Jordan.
I'll take center stage here. But thank you very much for being here, Steph. All right, Victor. Closing remarks. Give us your take.
He's putting on his headphones, and he's there. Okay, you have to ask your question again, I think.
All right, and make it snappy. You got 20 seconds. All right, we might have to skip Victor. I'm getting the signal. I'm getting the signal that we need to end the stream. So, Chiara.
Yeah. Yeah, he was talking, but I think he had some technical problems.
It's
my closing words. I have lots of leverage on my shores, and I don't know what happened in my seas for evidence to fall into the sea. But I guess I'll never know. And it was quite a fun stream for me. Really nice to see how the Congress played out. And I'm just a bit sad that I didn't have enough leverage or sway to actually help my allies in this diplomatic war, let's say.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think it might have been sneaky whales or something like that out in your ocean. So
yes, probably yes.
something out there. I don't know. There's some sneaky spy swimmers or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, thank you very much, Chiara, and again, thanks to everybody who participated in the stream, who is in the chat. We love you. Thanks very much for supporting us as a studio. We really do appreciate everybody that's purchased the expansion. It helps pay us and allows me to keep on having this fantastic job. So thank you. We really appreciate that. Our designers work so hard on these expansions to bring the best content to you that we can. And just so you know, over the next couple weeks and months and for the foreseeable future, we'll be, if there's anything that needs to be balanced on the expansion or, bugs or anything like that, don't worry, we'll be fixing it. So if you have anything that you want to give us feedback-wise, anything like that, do put it on Games Together. That is our community feedback site. So don't tell me on Twitter. Go to Games Together, and that's the place. And also, there's going to be some conversations in the forums where you all can discuss the new features and what you think about it. So, you all are awesome. We love you. I've been Jordan, and we've been Amplitude Studios. Have a fantastic rest of your night. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Bye.
Get ready to unite humankind with the Together We Rule expansion pack. Keep a close eye on your rivals by sending agents such as envoys and spies to infiltrate their empires and collect leverage to make opponents your diplomatic pawns. Build embassies to sign special agreements and subtly force adversaries to take certain actions. Claim your place in the Congress of Humankind and influence world doctrines to sway the international order to your advantage. Choose one of the 6 new cultures with the diplomat affinity to earn fame by gathering leverage and impose powerful demilitarization measures. Soldiers might win wars, but if you want to make history, remember that peace is always an option.